Sometimes we get so entangled in the race of life that we are unable to stop and ask ourselves a simple question. Why am I living? Is just breathing life? Is just passing the day life? And does growing old mean only getting weaker? Today we are going to tell you the story of a person who neither ran away from these questions nor from age. Rather, he made age a sadhana, a journey which starts every morning and rests every night in self-satisfaction. His age is 94 years. It sounds like a lot, isn't it? Perhaps as much as today's youth cannot even imagine living. 94 years old, a stage where many people start wrapping up their lives, where walking becomes difficult and loneliness starts quietly dissolving into the walls of the room, where relatives come on the phone saying take care and then are not seen for months, where unknown fears grow in the mind of illness, of falling, and of being forgotten. But these fears are nowhere in that person's life. He lives alone. No wife, no son or daughter, no noise in the house, no hustle and bustle outside, only silence. But that silence is not scary for him. That silence is his friend, his meditation. He says when everything goes outside, then one starts returning inside. And this is what he did. He decorated the inner world so beautifully that now he does not miss anything outside. His mornings are not awakened by an alarm, but by the call of the soul. At 4 o'clock, when the world is still in deep sleep, he opens the window of his room and wakes himself up with the first breeze of the morning. No tea, no mobile, no rush, only silence. Just a slow, calm welcome of a new day, of a new consciousness. For many of us, morning means getting up early, running around, doing everything in a hurry. But for him, morning means feeling his existence, recognizing the rhythm of life in every breath, listening to the cosmic silence in every silence, which holds all the answers. Even at the age of 94, his body is straight, his gait is slow but balanced, and most importantly, there is a sparkle in his eyes that is not seen even in today's youth. You must be wondering, what is the secret of his strength? What is it that keeps him so alert, so alive, even when he is alone? So know his secret, his 5 morning habits. Yes, just 5. No multinational health plan, no motivational speaker training. Just 5 habits that he has adopted after years of sadhana, every morning, without fail, which not only keeps them alive, but also makes them new from within every day. There is no noise, no show in these habits, only silence, discipline, and depth of the soul. Buddhist wisdom says, to change life, big changes are never needed. Just the habit of living small things with full awareness is needed. And this is what they have done. Today's journey is not about those 5 habits, but about that philosophy, which teaches us that no matter what age we are, whether we are alone or in the crowd, if our mornings are calm, aware, and spiritual, then our whole life can change. So if you too have ever been tired of your loneliness, if you too feel empty after waking up in the morning, or you want to feel the meaning of life again, then this video is not just an inspiration for you, it is a call for you. Because perhaps now the time has come to return within. Are you ready for that first step? So let us now move towards that first habit, which not only changes the morning but also gives depth to the whole life. Chapter 1. Silent Sitting with Breath Awareness. As soon as you wake up in the morning, sit in silence and feel your breath. Every morning is an opportunity for a new beginning, of a new life. But as soon as we open our eyes, we start running without thinking. Phone notifications, work deadlines, family responsibilities, and the beginning of that long list that never gets completed. But before all this, there is one thing, which if you hold on to, can change the whole day in your favor. That is silence. In the morning, when the whole world is asleep, the air is the lightest, the most peaceful. At that time, if you don't do anything, don't think, don't speak, just close your eyes and feel your breath for 5 minutes, then nothing strange, but something very familiar happens. When the breath goes in, it feels like you are returning to some forgotten place within yourself. When the breath comes out, it feels as if something heavy has been lifted off. Sitting in silence means cleaning the room of your mind, without any struggle, without any rush. No need to think, no need to imagine, No need to take any special posture. Just sit and feel the breath. Meditation means not doing something, but learning to do nothing. Because only when you do nothing, life starts flowing within you at its true pace. In this silence, no guru is needed, no book, no direction. There is just pure silence here, which slowly gathers and joins every broken part of you and makes you sit back in your own lap. And when this becomes a daily habit, then slowly the noise that was going on inside starts to slow down. And when the noise slows down, then you are able to hear those voices which were calling you since childhood. The voice that says, you are complete just the way you are. Now imagine if someone had adopted this habit every morning, what would his life have been like? That person is none other than Japan's greatest self-discipline master, Ichiro Kashimi, who changed his entire life on the basis of this habit. He believed that the real work is to awaken the soul every morning. The rest are just responsibilities. And this was his first habit, to sit in silent meditation as soon as he wakes up in the morning, just letting peace come without any effort. Chapter 2. Stretching with gratitude. Gently stretching each body part with respect and gratitude. When we open our eyes in the morning, often our first reaction is fatigue, sometimes a stiff neck, sometimes a heaviness in the back. But have you ever seen the body that wakes up for you every day? This is the same body that takes you towards the whole world, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but never stops. Yet we ignore it, as if it were a machine that would keep moving without getting tired. But no, the body is not a machine. It is a temple in which the lamp of the soul burns. If we wake up in the morning and touch every corner of this temple for a while, give it a little stretch, a little movement, give it a little warmth, then it does not become an exercise but a prayer. Because every stretch, every movement of the body is actually a thanksgiving. Thank you to these hands that hold you, that write, that create, that caress. Thank you to these legs that carry you to your destination, no matter how difficult the path. Thank you to the spine that bears your responsibilities every day without complaining. Sometimes when you stretch your arms with a deep breath, open your chest, bend your waist, it is not just an exercise, it is a reminder that you are still alive and that there is still life in this body, and that life is not just to be worked, but to be felt. Stretching is not a way to show strength, but a gesture of gratitude. Give a little respect, a little love to each part, to tell that I see you, I believe in you. This is the feeling that transforms the body from a burden to a blessing. Because when you love the body also becomes love for you. Slowly, this habit of every morning teaches you that the body does not grow old, it just gets ignored. And when you start looking at it, touch it, listen to its language carefully, it gives you energy, not fatigue. Now think, if a person looked at his body every morning like a sacred temple, started the day by saying thanks to every bone and muscle, what would his life be like? That person is Japan's well-known teacher and writer, Ichiro Kashimi. He not only embraced the journey of the soul, but also considered it his first responsibility to respect the body. He believed that if you learn to respect your body, the world will also look at you in the same way, with respect and compassion. His morning never woke up with an alarm, but woke up with the sound of the body, which used to say, "Come on, today I am with you again." Would you like to wake up tomorrow morning and give a little thanks to your back, your neck, your hands, and your heart? Maybe this will become a habit every other morning in your life. Chapter 3. Herbal warm water and minimalist diet. Every morning when the world picks up its pace, people wake up sipping tea, rushing to pieces of bread, or stuffing anything into their stomach like a machine and move on. But have you ever thought that the day should not start from the stomach, but from purity? Our body is not a sack in which you can fill anything and it keeps on moving. It is a temple, and the temple is cleaned, washed, decorated, worshipped every day. And the cleaning of this temple begins with a simple, warm, soft, and pure drink. Lukewarm water, which may have tulsi, or ginger, or turmeric, or just a few drops of a lemon. No big rules, no heavy formulas, just warmth, and along with it a gentleness. to say to your body, I am with you, come, let's keep today a light day. This warm water does not just clean the stomach, it also cools the heat of life. It speaks to the mind, not the intestines. And then comes the second most important thing of the day, food. No big plate is needed, no crowd of flavors. Only what is needed, only that much which gives energy to the body, peace to the mind, and frees the soul from burden. Sometimes a bowl of porridge or khichdi cooked with a pinch of cumin gives more satisfaction than a plate of 5 dishes. Because food is not just for taste, food is a dialogue between you and life. If you chew every morsel carefully, feel its aroma, and recognize the life hidden in it, then every meal becomes a prayer. The more limited the food, the deeper the gratitude. Eating less means telling yourself, I will take only as much as I really need. This is not fasting, this is respect. This does not satisfy your hunger, but your illusions. This shows that you can still hear the real voice of your body. Now imagine, a person who cleanses his inner self with warm water every morning and maintains his life with a balanced diet throughout the day. Would not his body but also his soul be light? That person is Sadhguru Jagi Vasudev, who in the journey of balancing body and soul, gave the status of sadhana to warm water and limited food. He says, just as the poison of thoughts contaminates the mind, similarly unnecessary food contaminates the body. And to purify both, just a little silence, a little lukewarm water, and a little contentment is needed. In his routine, food was not a clockwork, it was a meditation, a fast, a love. Would you like to start cleansing your inner self with a cup of warm water tomorrow morning? Will you be able to say to your body one day, today I will give you only what is right for you, not what my habit wants. Maybe this habit will teach you the real definition of satisfaction. Chapter 4. Walking or gentle morning movement. Every morning opens a door beyond which there is no crowd, no destination, no noise, only a silent invitation. Will you walk with yourself for a while? This walking is not like the way people run on a track or count motions for exercise. No, this is the walking, like a child resting his head on the lap of his mother and saying everything without speaking. This is the walking, like the first ray of light falling on the ground after the rain. You are outside, but every step takes you inside. The morning winds say something. That voice is neither too loud nor too soft, just enough so that if your ears are attentive, they whisper to you about living. When you put your bare feet on the ground, a vibration arises in your body. It is not the grass on which you walk, it is your forgotten touch. With every step, old memories of your body start waking up. The spine straightens, the shoulders slowly loosen. The breath becomes deep, and you find that the rusty body has started playing music again. Now stop and think. We keep measuring the outside world throughout our lives. How many kilometers did we walk? How many calories did we burn? But we never asked, how much of myself did I find in this walk? Walk for once as if every step is a question. Am I in this moment right now? Am I really with myself? No answers needed, just walk with that question. Sometimes you will find that your legs are becoming heavy. That is not fatigue. That is the burden, which you have been carrying for years without taking it off. And with this slow walk, that anger, regret, worry, all those old bitter moments, everything starts flowing away. The earth draws everything from your feet, like a mother caressing the forehead of her child. Now imagine, in the stillness of the morning, you are not listening to any music, just the beat of your own breath. Your walk has become a prayer. Every step is like a chant. I am here, I am alive. Sometimes tears come out of your eyes for no reason, just because after years you have touched your own heart with its real touch. And now the one who taught the world that walking can be an exercise of the soul, not just the body. He is Thich Nhat Hanh, Zen master, poet, and preacher of peace. He once said, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. For him, walking was meditation, love, and homecoming. He used to say, take every step as if you are entering the temple within you. And it is true, when you really walk like this, there is no need to look for a temple outside. So the next morning, when you take the first step on the ground, stop, breathe, then walk slowly, as if the earth is your mother and you have returned to her courtyard for the first time. At every step, just say, I am here, I have come home. Chapter 5. Morning Prayer or Mantra with Purpose. When the eyes open in the morning, the body wakes up, but the soul, it does not wake up until you call it. And this is the call, prayer. Every morning is a new birth, but we often live it with old burdens. As soon as we wake up from sleep, we look at the mobile, start getting drenched in the rain of information, and then jump straight from the bed into the crowd that does not know itself. But if we really want to live, then we will have to call our soul every morning. This call is not connected to any religion, and neither is this mantra dependent on any language. It is just an inner call. The first work of the morning, no tea, no mail, no news. Just sit within yourself for a moment, as if you are saying to yourself, I have woken up, but is my intention also awake? Because waking up without determination is like throwing a stone in still water. Waves are formed, but there is no direction. That is why the morning should start with a small determination. No noise, no pretense, just a true promise, which you repeat within yourself. And that is, I will not hurt anyone today. I will be true to myself today. I will be calm today in every situation. These sentences seem small, but behind them lies the greatest power of the universe, determination. Because when you start the day with determination, that determination goes with you everywhere, in your decisions, in your conversations, in the depths of your thoughts. Now here, the role of mantras begins. Mantras are not just pronunciations. Mantras are a vibration, which makes your existence stable and aware. When you say Om softly in the calm atmosphere of the morning, or any mantra that touches your heart, that sound removes the dust within you. Every utterance opens a door where thoughts are silenced and a new inner order is born. And it is not necessary that the mantra be from the Vedas. You can repeat any soulful sentence related to your life, like, I am love. I have faith in life. I am light and I see light in everything. Such sentences do not enter you just by thinking, but by speaking them every day. Slowly they are written on the walls of your mind, and when difficulties come, the same sentences burst out of your soul and sustain you. This habit does not disconnect you from the outside world, but connects you to it, but with a new consciousness. Now, when you go to office, or give time to family, or go through a difficult situation, a silent power keeps moving within you, because you awakened it in the morning. With prayer, you yourself will change. And when you change, the world automatically bows down to you. So the next time you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, with what intention am I waking up today? Am I giving direction to my day, or is it pulling me? One small intention, one true mantra, and one deep breath, that is all it takes to give meaning to an entire day. Because every morning that begins with prayer, each night of that day turns into thanksgiving. Every day is a chance. Every morning is a chance. And every breath is a chance to live again, to choose again, and to rise again. Buddhism says each day is a new birth. Because sleep is not a simple act, it is a kind of death where the past stops and the next morning you are given life again. But the question is not whether you got another day. The question is whether you embraced it with a new consciousness. The eyes that open every morning need not just sunlight, they need inner light. The one that reminds the soul that you are still alive and that something can still change. Many of us wake up in the morning but don't really wake up. We repeat old habits, embrace old worries, and tie ourselves to the burden of a yesterday that will never return. But Buddhist philosophy shows you another way. It says every day is a new life, and you can decide every day who you want to be. These ideas are not just pretty words. They are an invitation to live an awakened life. And the most vivid example of this is a 94-year-old man who still wakes up every morning with a calm mind, closes his eyes, gently thanks his body, does a little yoga, chants a mantra, drinks warm water, and then enters his day with peace. No complaint on his face, no hurry in his mind. There is no big goal in his life except to see each day as a witness and live it with love. Sometimes he looks at the tree, sometimes he feels the wind, sometimes he just sits quietly, as if telling himself, today is also a blessing. Let us accept it with reverence. And this is the difference which turns ordinary life into a silent pilgrimage. Maybe you think, I am busy, I don't have so much time. But the truth is that peace does not ask for a long vacation. It just wants a few minutes of truth. A small prayer, a slow breath, a silent acceptance that I am ready to live today again. This is enough to open your life again. And when you start the day with this feeling, then life also changes its ways with you. Meaning begins to be found in small things, suffering becomes bearable, and love slowly begins to make its home within you. This is the ultimate wisdom, that peace is not a destination, but a decision taken every morning. Even at the age of 94, that man teaches you that age is not a limit, but a possibility to find the silent, steady, and aware existence within you. Now the question is before you, are you ready? Do you want to wake up every morning not just in response to an alarm, but to the call of the soul? Are you ready to live your life again with full awareness and love? If yes, then the next morning when you open your eyes, tell yourself, I am born again, and today I will be peaceful, I will be aware, and I will love. If you do all this, then from here, your life will start changing. So if these things touched your heart, then like this video and write your experience in the comment. And yes, do share this message with someone close to you. Maybe he is feeling the most need of it at this time. And if you want to hear such peaceful, true things every day, then subscribe to the channel, because your one click inspires us to make more such videos from the heart. Thank you.